Hi, Chris Arbutine here in downtown Largo, Florida at our family business. We've been here since 1973, and between me and my two brothers, we have over 100 years experience of answering questions. With that in mind, let's get right to the questions. I get asked all the time, what is the most valuable nickel they made? There's one quite rare one, but we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the other not so rare ones, but they're still worth searching the coin collections for, whether it's your grandmother's coin collection and she needs to know what it's worth. These are some dates that are going to help you. They made a shield nickel in 1877. Now the 1877 is one of those years, just like 1921, 1877 coins tend to be very rare. The 1877 shield nickel is worth at least $1,000. Then we go on to the V nickel. Now, has everybody heard of the 1913 V nickel? That is a coin that they only made 5 of those. They weren't supposed to do it, but someone that was in the mint basically snuck in at night, produced these coins and kept them for himself. But they could not prove this, and they basically were unsure how to go, so it is now legal to own these coins because they couldn't prove he did this. So the 1913 V nickel, which they only made 5, is worth $1 million at least. Other V nickels you want to look for if you're searching your collections: 1885, 400, 1886, 200, and a 1912S, one of the only V nickels made in San Francisco, at least $100. So we'll move on to the Buffalo nickels. We all know what the Buffalo nickels are, but a lot of people say, hey, why doesn't my Buffalo nickel have a date? It's because they went through the Depression and they had a design flaw. The date was the highest part of the coin. And so what happened is people passed them to each other, they rubbed the date, and eventually the dates wore off. Those no-date Buffalo nickels are worth 5 to 10 cents. I mean, you can spend them for a nickel, but someone might give you 10 cents as a collector's item. But in 1913 is when they started. Any 1913 V nickel is going to start life at $5, could be at least 100 or 2. So those are definitely mandatory ones you have to bring in. Of course, the granddaddy, mythical, rare Buffalo nickel is the 1937D three-legged Buffalo. Yes, I said 3 legs. What that means, if you look at the back of the coin, you'll see that the front leg is not there. And how did that happen? Well, the guy that was polishing the dies in the mint was polishing the front leg, and unbeknownst to him, he actually polished the front leg of the coin off, meaning they struck these coins until someone said, hey, why is there no leg on the front leg? So what that means is they fixed it, but these 3-leg Buffalo nickels are quite rare, and they're worth at least $400 or more. Again, definitely worth looking through your Buffalo nickels. And then we get to the Jefferson nickels. Again, these are the coins you're most likely to still find in your pocket. Most Jefferson nickels are just spendable, but I'll give you a few dates that are better. 1939D from Denver, $2. So definitely worth taking a look at, but not going to make you rich or anything like that. And then we have a 1942 to 45. They're actually 40%, actually 35% silver, excuse me. Those coins are worth their silver value, and currently that's about 10 times what you can spend them for. So they're worth about 50 cents. And then there's a 1950D, that is again a nickel made in 1950 from Denver. That coin actually was as high as $50 at one time, but now it's not as rare as they thought it was. It's worth 5 to 10 bucks. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. And if you have any items you need an appraisal on, or you have any more questions, feel free to email, call, or text. Please include in the email or text pictures and as much information as possible. This makes it easier for us to take a look at it and know exactly what we're doing. And we'll get back with you as quick as we can. And remember, these appraisals are free, and if you do decide to sell, we're always in the market to purchase. Again, thank you very much.